No, let's just go for oppression. We have to oppress them. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Tell you why I love mono black decks. It lets me absolutely destroy control matchups. Anyone using blue decks, be warned. Davriel will get you. The fact he can discard 3 cards over time is that rate is kind of unprecedented, especially if you can proliferate him a couple of times as well. Discarding anything past 3 is just ridiculous. I know that you have to protect him, but if you get him out in the early turns, especially with a Dark Ritual, it's kind of demoralizing. Whenever I see Davriel, I feel demoralized. I actually think this Davriel is better than the 4 mana one because this guy's so random. You can't really plan anything around it. Nobody really knows what they're doing with Davriel. The fact it's so random means it's impossible to make a deck around it because he just does so many weird things. So yeah, I'm always going to be a fan of this Davriel. Also, this artwork is way better. Really cool cosplay opportunity for people as well. But yeah, this is one of my classic mono black kind of control shells. I'm looking at you, John Roth. I see you. I see you there watching. But yeah, the reason it's my classic build is because, of course, we're using the Bolas of Citadel and the Aether Flux Reservoir synergy. We must do that in every black deck we have because it's just absolutely iconic now. Everyone else is, well, there's probably a lot of other people doing the same thing. We've got Breach the Multiverse as well. Huge black win, can't invoke Despair, which is just, one of the best black removal spells pretty much of all time. And as you can imagine, this is a discard shell. So the whole deck kind of lives and breathes with discard, and that's exactly why Waste Not is in the deck. This is just a ludicrous card. Because discard is something you're going to be doing anyway. This is kind of akin to a Simic deck saying whenever you play a land. Waste Not cares about what black decks are doing anyway, so you might as well include it in the deck. We've got a lot of discard effects, and discard payoffs like Turgrid. We've got one of the most evil cards I've ever seen on Arena ever is Oppression. Whenever a player casts a spell, that player discards a card. Now, this does include you, but if your opponent's discarding and you've got Waste Not out, you'll be getting some rewards. Painful Quandary is basically a one-sided version of Oppression. Just your opponent, but losing 5 is also a deadly option because they will just legit die. It's just such an evil. This is such an evil deck, but yeah, I absolutely love it. Decks like this are integral to the paper scissors stone of Magic the Gathering because if these decks didn't exist, even though they look evil, blue control decks would just absolutely demolish. So you need to keep them in bloomin' check. And that's why I'm absolutely in love with this deck. It's just, I feel really safe behind Mono Black. It's like my comfort zone. It's probably my favorite mono to use. I mean, it's taken a long time to realize that, but yeah, it just gives me the feeling that I can actually play the spells I want to play. Because if your opponent is blue and they have counter spells and you just go for duress, then they're probably going to counter that first, or it depends on what you have. But when people see discard effects and they have counter spells, you're essentially going to get one out of the hand. So it's doing the job. These cards essentially read discard a counter spell from your opponent's hand. And then you can sneak in with a victory later on with all sorts of cheeky things. You've got Fel Spectre as well. It's not the greatest card. Comes and makes someone discard, which is decent. And then whenever an opponent discards, they lose 2. Obviously, combining that with the 8-rack style of Davriel's passive, if they only have 1 or fewer cards, they take 2. That can definitely do the job. And if they start drawing cards again, the Underworld Dreams then punishes them for drawing as well. And there's a lot of just really nice interplay. I know I don't have Nykthos here. It's because Nykthos is weighted fairly high, and in most of the games I play, it's hard to have permanence out. And there's so much removal that permanence being on the field is kind of like a legendary mythological state of being that doesn't really exist. And if you are winning and have loads of permanence out, then it's just a win more to have Nykthos anyway. But we do have the Cabal Stronghold, which gives you black for each swamp you control. There's actually one card I did actually forget to add, which I reminded myself, and that is I wanted to add a Paducah Bog because I was finding that I was discarding things that people were reanimating. So 1 Paducah Bog, -1 swamp, I think it's fine. And we've got Urza's Cave in here, just basically to tutor for the, well, you can tutor for Paducah Bog, Cabal Stronghold, Costlock Thwain. There's a few nice things here. I don't want to go too overboard because knowing the weighting of certain land cards, try to avoid them. And also in the deck itself, stuff like the One Ring I try to avoid because I know that's crazy. But yeah, this deck's really fun for you black mages out there. I hope you enjoy. Black is where it's at on this channel. You know, this is you're going to find the most deadly black decks here. So don't forget to watch the gameplay and let's see how this unfolds. Okay, so the mono black mirror going against Kirik. How do you pronounce that? Is it Kirik, or Kirik, or Rick? Mishra's Bauble. Loads of people defend that card. It's just boring. It's just so boring. Sometimes something can be good, and that's fine. It's a good card to filter out the deck, but it's just so boring. Okay, let's see if we can actually take this victory then. We don't want to be targeting this with the Feed the Swarm, that's for sure. We'll be taking 7. Necropotence. Well, that's something that we'll probably be targeting with the Feed the Swarm then. How are they going to pay? This is the 1. Oh. That's very modest. Oh, 2. Okay. 3. Okay. Okay. So they've basically paid 3 mana to draw 3 cards. Sorcery speed. That's fair enough. I guess that's the rate. That feels like the going rate. Back to 7. If I had this, I would put it in my deck, but I do not have it unlocked, sadly. Yeah, let's get rid of that now. For multiple reasons. It's just so freaking good. But the fact they've done it once feels okay. You know, 3 mana, draw 3. Cards like that exist in Commander already, so it's not too bad. Hopefully we can get back from that. Bontu's and Monument, that's going to be draining us. Dark Ritual. Interesting. Interesting. Are they going to go for Rankle then? Interesting. Okay. 2/2. We have 1 card in the graveyard. That's annoying. Well, hopefully they don't have 2 instants here. Nice. Okay, now we've killed that. I feel very, very safe. I mean, it costs a hell of a lot of mana now. Hell of a lot of mana. And we can refill our hand with the Painful Bond. It's all good. If they play it again, we can use Rankle's Prankle. There's many things we can do. Shieldred. Ugh, we're going to have to do this now then. It's gross. That is gross. Gross. So, let's punish them, I guess. Discard, sack. Let's do it all. Let's do it all, guys. 1, 2. Oh, that's going to hurt. Each player discards 2. Each player loses 4. Each player's... Oh, that's just so good. Especially getting the Shieldred out of the way. Ooh, Innocent Blood. That doesn't work against our commanders. That's fine. We now have more stuff in our graveyard, which is great for the Liliana. I think Liliana's going to be able to just take that out. Or we could go for the Dread. Let's go for Dread Presence. And then we maybe... Should we drain? No, let's just draw. Let's just keep the cards up. It's tempting to drain, but they've got lifelink on Kirik. Whoa, I mean, they drain themselves anyway, so... And we get the other Davriel. Okay, nice. Now, let's hope they don't have another massive way to get cards back into the hand, because that will be pretty annoying. I don't mind mono... I don't mind the mirror match for colours. That's fine, as long as the commanders are different. Like, this is interesting, right? If it was another Davriel, it just wouldn't feel... It would just be a bit boring, to be honest. Okay, let's go for Liliana. Kill him off. They're down to 9. They are getting very low here. Now we can play Davriel and make them discard, and also he's going to deal 2 to them. We are in a very commanding presence here. And what do they get rid of? They get rid of... Oh, wow. They got rid of a Grim... I guess that's going to hurt them. That's why they got rid of it, because that would have taken them down to 4. Oh, no. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Thoughtseize. Interesting. So they're going to be at 5. Well, they're going to be at 3 very, very soon. Go blank. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, we just destroyed them at the end there.
Huh. What is it, Otacon?
Hey, Snake. Have you thought about getting some more subs and some views?
Yeah, we could do some new subs. How are they gonna do that?
Yeah, you can just do that below.
Go ahead and click like and subscribe below.
Okay, we get to go first against Theoden, which is a guy that comes in and gives someone double strike. So it's just going to be an aggressive build. Hopefully we get a few more, well, board wipes or, yeah, because if they go wide, we need to be able to react to that. Forest Elite coming in by itself with no support, which is kind of interesting. Okay, Toxic Deluge pretty much secures our victory to some extent. Let's go for Sedgemoor Witch first. Because if we get enough 1/1s with this, we can sack them to the Wrangled Prank. Oh, I don't know, we've got a lot of different ways to get at this. Interesting, interesting. Jukebug. See, now I'm thinking maybe playing the Sedgemoor Witch was a bad idea. Maybe it was a bad idea. Maybe we just... Let's just draw 3, lose 3. We get a blocker. It's nice. I'll tell you what. Go for the Tiny Bones joint up as well. Hopefully we don't make the mistake this time. In fact, you can double click the same target and make the mistake. It's horrendous. So whatever they discard, we get a bonus from. And actually, this might be good because the more creatures they have out, the better our Toxic Deluge are going to be. So this is just this is like a way of just getting all their stuff out a bit faster. Double strike. Who's got double strike? Double strike. I mean, it's 4 or 4, right? Let's just do that. We get on life. Get down to 13. Interesting. Yeah. I guess we're just going to deluge for 4. It's hard to lose a witch, but I probably should have attacked there. Down to 9. Down to 10. Exile the graveyard. Okay. And we've got lots more removal where that comes from. We've got 1 piece, 2 piece, through... Actually, that's not really removal, but... Oh boy. Create a soldier and then create more soldiers over time. That's interesting. 6 mana. Just go for Turgid. Let's go for Turgid. She's got a big butt. Make them mill a card and lose a life. Damn. It's like a shock. Not a shock, sorry. Just, what's a 1 damage spell called? I'm not really sure. A pinger. Here comes Theoden. And that's going to have double strike, but we have 5 toughness. Land. Hey. Okay, so now we've got Breach the Multiverse. Crazy. Oof. Shieldred comes back. And... oh my. Oh my. Let's go for Fiend Hunter. Make them lose a life and mill. Exile the Theoden. Until Fiend Hunter leaves. Oh, they chose to... Interesting. That means they don't have a board wipe. That is interesting. That means they don't have a board wipe or removal, in fact. Curious. Not a single removal. Be good to get the Quandary out of the way now. But they just played up anyway. How badly do they want this? I don't really know, to be honest. Let's go for the Quandary. We're really going to start putting the pressure on them now. Mill, lose a life. And then 4-5. They're both 4-5s. So attacking with the Shieldred here. But yeah, they're going to really start feeling the hurt now because whenever they cast a spell, they lose 5 or discard. So losing 5 is already bad. Discarding is also bad because Tergrid gets the card. They're just going to make dudes. That is very strong. Especially if you can untap it and do it again. Double strike. Do we block with the Tergrid? I should block with the Fiend Hunter, I think. Ah. For a minute there, I thought it was going to be Embercleave. So they discard a card, we draw a card, and we gain 2. That worked out pretty well. But they're at 9. We're down to 7. Go to 9. Interesting. We probably just kill the Theoden, right? It's risky because they could have something with haste or reprieve is gonna. Oh wow, they go down to 4. They go down to 2. Well, that was silly. Well, we just win with the Rankle's Prank. Oh, that does the job. Basically a 4 damage spell for 4 mana. Alright, we get to go first against Tatiova. So they're going to be drawing lots of cards. And we're going to be trying to discard. So let's see if we can keep up with this. There's not too many creatures in the deck. So the second part of this won't synergize too much. But it's just a nice little bit of synergy. We do have the Tiny Bones as well. We have actually 2 Tiny Bones. So, whoa, oppression. That's going to be coming down very soon. And this should be able to stagnate them quite a bit. Oh, this is such a good card. I'm surprised I don't see this much, you know? Or Uro, and this is exactly why we have a Jukebug in the deck. Okay. Wayward Swordtooth. Oh, wow. So they played the creature just to sack it. But why didn't they just play... That doesn't make any sense. Just play the Flare. What? I honestly do not understand the logic for that move. But there we are. Let's go for the office here. We're going to get something bad, aren't we? I always get bad things with this. Okay. Whenever you draw a card, exile top 2 cards library. Fine. That's a bad one if you're against Mill, but should be fine. So they're already going to be able to get the Uro out. Oh no, they're going to go for Tatiova. That's wild. That is very wild. I'll tell you what else is wild. 2 mana oppression. But also something else wild. Hall of the Storm Giants. That is annoying. But we also have Breach the Multiverse very soon as well. These are those 2. Let's go for the offer. Let's kill him off. Not too worried about this guy surviving. Draw 3. Yeah, fine. We're going to exile 6. That could be bad. That could be bad. Rankle's Prank. They've got so many cards in the hand. We have to kill Tatiova. We just have to kill Tatiova, really. Killer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can turn it on, make it a 7/7, but then that's going to be the whole turn doing that. So I think we're just going to go for Liliana first. 6.
Run now, and I might.
And we go for discard. Just want to hit their hand. And then what do we get rid of? Extinction Event, because the Rankle's Prank does the same thing anyway. And then Davriel.
Really
do we just keep Davriel up? Yeah, I'll keep Davriel up here. Give them a target. They're just going to go for Uro. Okay. Man, they are really keeping up with our discard, aren't they? Oh, this is tough. They're drawing so much. Oh, so it's a lot of halfling. Well, the Prank still gets both. Consuming Corruption. Wow, that's pretty epic. That will be able to kill the Uro. So we just do that. Just have each player sack 2, I think. Just because I don't want to lose a life. That's instant speed. When a player casts spell, play discards a card. I think we will use the Davriel now, though.
Okay,
God damn it.
done.
Uro's coming out again very soon.
Perish the thought.
And then I think I don't really want to activate this. You want some juice? Oh, have some juice then. Little Louie's woken up here. So we can actually kill the Tatiova. Go back to bed. Go back to bed, darling. Daddy bed in a minute. Right, so in response to that, I think I will kill it with the Consuming Corruption. Yeah, hang on a sec. Right, sorry about that. I guess we just go for Breach the Multiverse here. Professor Onyx, that's a really good choice. And guess we'll go for the turtle.
Liliana Vess?
Oh, and we actually get a land as well.
Haven't heard that name before.
Wow, okay, and another Liliana. Yeah, this is crazy amount of Lilianas now. And you know what? Let's go for discard again. I will cast the Oppression at some point, honestly. So what are they waiting for? Have they just got a way to just win here? Because I'm kind of concerned. Time Warp. Hydroid Crisis. Oh no. They can just keep up with all of our discard. So many things. Are we going to die from draw? 52. Are we going to die from draw? Right, let's just play everything out and then we can go for Oppression.
Something suspicious is going on.
Make them sack the Crisis here.
It's not my fault. Off you go.
We'll tick up the Onyx. Sedgemoor Witch. Do I care about that? Probably not. We're going to go for Davriel here.
If you surrender now,
Or we could go for Sedgemoor Witch now and then wait for the Oppression. No, let's just go for Oppression. We have to oppress them. Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
let me pick your
Again,
brain for
they
a
could
bit.
just... I said earlier, I think that there's not Saltizer, it's just Simic, yeah. Wow, that's crazy. That is really crazy. So much brutality on the Planeswalker side of the field. Wow, I'm finally facing the god of Arena. We're gonna finally figure out what it's all about. Let's see. God of Arena. That's a pretty sick game attack, to be fair. Back to Pete, he managed to get that. Wait, did I just target him and then untarget him again? That was really crap. That was crap. I made a big mistake with that. Oh well. Oh well. Probably still going to win anyway. I am the lone wolf after all. Here he is. Old Cockney boy here.
I wish you could see your face while I'm beating you.
Nice. And we've got another elves. Okay. So, we've got Toxic Deluge show. Any big creatures, not too worried about yet. Not too worried. Although Gruul is probably a really... It's a good matchup for them because they have aggression on their side. And also we messed up massively with the tiny bones.
The only authority that I recognize is chaos.
I know our Loam Speaker. So yeah, our Toxic Deluge is going to be epic here. Let's go all three. It's a triumph. Let's kill. Yeah, we can kill the Domri. Just got that. Just slow him down a bit.
Tuck my tail between my legs.
Because the Toxic Deluge doesn't kill Planeswalkers anyway. So, we'll make them work a little bit harder to get that back. Railway Brawler. How many extra creatures we're going to go for here? Rampaging Raptors. Ugh. Okay, that is... that is problematic. Okay, that is a terrifying amount of damage going through there. 8-8. Jeez, we're going to die so quick. We are so dead. Roaring Earth. Oh my goodness, we're so dead. We have to do this. 8-8, we're at 4. Goodness me. Right, okay, well, we're going to have to rely on Professor Onyx here to keep us alive, if possible at all.
Make this quick. I'm bored.
We definitely need a
Tidy
spell.
up in there.
Oh, and it was a Terror of the Peaks.
Ugh, what a whiner.
And they only have 4 mana currently. Nissa, oh dear. Wrangle's Prank. Down to 3. Well, we have to keep them off creatures. I dread to think how different this would have been if I had just
Struggling?
played the Tiny Bones joints up properly without pressing their face twice. God damn it. Yeah, we are in a very scary situation here. We're going to be at 2. So we're going to be at 1. Insatiable Avarice. Okay. So let's go Prankle.
The library.
Get rid of the Somber World Sage. Search for a card, put it on top. Yeah, that'll do. And then we'll draw it next turn. What do we need here? Something life gainy, right? What we got? There we go. That'll do. X damage to creature or planeswalker. That's going to keep us in the game. 100%. Thank God that doesn't have haste. We can play along at the top. Yep. I love how we tutored for an uncommon. But you know what? Does the job, my friend. I'm actually going to use this here because it's sorcery speed. So get rid of that. And then we have this at instant speed to take care of anything else. We are on a thread, guys. But you know what? The best games are on threads. All the best games are on a thread. Toski, that is annoying because we cannot deal with that conventionally. But we do have the minus of the Onyx. Which we are going to use. So that was lucky. I wonder if Davriel's going to be able to kill them here. He's doing it. He's doing it. He really is doing it. Delighted Halfling. They played that over the Domri. That's interesting. Might as well kill it then. My god, we've literally won from Professor Onyx. Now we can start drawing extra cards. That's another 2. Oof, and a Waste Knot as well. Brutality. Brutalized. And then Davriel takes him to 5.
Ugh, what a
Insane. Domri with nothing else to do.
You want hostile? They can only punish you if they catch you.
Adding the mana. Sedgemoor Witch. Nice. Khan's Bastion as well. Oh my. And a Citadel. For 5 mana, of course.
I have impeccable study habits.
Let's not risk playing that off the top. We actually don't have the finisher yet. They're going to go to 3.
Good.
Oh, they drew so many lands. I feel really bad for them. But yeah, legit Davriel and Professor Onyx marriage. A marriage made in heaven there. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.